review a king, and his name is Kai. Yes, we've got King Kai Havertz, flashback 92 rated. He's going to stumble in from the right-hand side here, behind me heads. I just tripped him up. But this card, I've looked at his in-game stats, looks super well-rounded, especially for the midfield position, the cam position, which today, we're going to use him as a centre-forward in the formation that I do play. It'll be very interesting to see how he does get on. He's pointing at the badge right there. Chelsea, who got a win today. Yeah, I know, madness. Anything can happen on Saturdays. It's a Saturday. But anyways, lads, let's see how he is in game. Right, he's in at team, and straight away, what you're going to see is you've got him striker. He's not a striker, he's a cam. Can actually play striker for chemistry purposes. You can see right there, alternate positions. It was centre forward and striker until I switched him from a cam to a striker. But that's just to get him in the team, and like I mentioned as well, his stats are super well-rounded. You know, if like an attacking player in this game, possibly one of the more well-rounded stats, kind of layouts with the cards. He's got pace, he's got shooting, he's got passing, he's got dribbling, he's even got head and accuracy, and the physicality is there as well. Apart from the aggression, player traits, finesse shot, flair, trivela shot, yes, incredible right there. 4-star combo, left foot primarily with height and medium. He's 6'2". This card looks like it could be incredible. Now, the chems that I want to give him is that one right there. It's actually recommended as well. Hunter. You might be asking why. Because even because I'm going to, basically the role that he's playing in, I didn't initially want to have him in the central role. I want to have him with a Saka type player. Well, literally Saka is. I want to have him like out wide in the centre forward role. But they play very similar roles in game. They actually swap and change position for the entire game. I've played back in English. 13 games of Foot Champs today. We're 10-3 right now. So we've got 7 Foot Champs games remaining. And what I've seen from that, I had Harry Kane and Ollie Watkins there. You can see Ollie Watkins on the bench. They swap and change with Saka all the time, so it's going to be very interesting. And if you're wondering, the price point on Havertz right now, around 250,000 coins, which kind of goes to show, and I'm a Newcastle fan, I can say this, how overpriced St. Maximin actually was. Now, St. Maximin's nuts in game, he's incredible in game, and he's been playing even better for me today during the games. Put Havertz on penalties, but you can't get away from the fact that they've overpriced that SBSC a little bit, because if you compare this lad's in-game stats, I mean, again, very well-rounded, and then you look at Havertz, Havertz has the more well-rounded cards, you know what I'm saying? But 2 very good cards. Looking forward to trying Havertz, and it's going to be some very tense Foot Champs games. Let's get into it. First opponents were against Everton, apparently. They're not in action today in the Premier League, I don't believe so. But he's got a very nice team as well, including Havertz. It's Flashback versus Flashback. Let's see which Flashback comes out on top. That could be a good ball, it is. Right, Havertz. Let's try and get the angle. I don't necessarily want to go on his left, so we go on his right. That's not a good sign. I've lost connection. I just bloody scored a ye. Hey, Havertz scored. That better not give me the loss. What's the point? What is the point? Oh, by the way, the goal with Havertz in that game, it didn't even count. So, his record right now, 1 game played, 0 goals, 0 assists. Even though I scored there, 1-1 a lot. The game kicked me out, give me a loss. I appreciate that a lot. Into the next game we go. Gumares. Havertz, heel. Crossbody. That was very weird from the keeper, right? I hope I get the win here, by the way. But the keeper kind of dived out in it with his hands like this. Can't say be stopped. Havertz stopped his teammate. Right, into a game number 2, technically. Well, 3, technically. But game number 2 of hopefully a full game. Now, it's a very tough game, this one. Like, I'm not even going to get a shot off there. He's done well. Wait, Bruno still got that. On the right. Scored. I honestly, I don't think I'll win this game though. This guy is very good. He's very, you know when you play those top tier players, they do like 17 cutbacks. It's one of those. Zinchenko is very good. I do like Zinchenko. Havertz is there for the cross. Joelinton, class, utter class, 2-2. Havertz is doing a very good role at striker. Like even though he's not like striker, he's swapping and switching with Saki and see how central they're playing. He's doing very well in that role. Oh, nearly in there again. Saka? He's moving to keep it that way. That's a great save regardless, but I think he moved his keeper that way. Havertz, near post. Yes! He top bins it. Okay, okay, we could have a serious card on our hands here. A serious card on our hands. Or we could have the game just freeze in our faces. What the fuck was that? That's a good ball. That's what we've got first and foremost. In the Saka. I went for the chip. Oh, ho, ho. Thoughts? Hey, how was... Honestly, the guy with the shite gamer tag name, he was very good. He was very, very good. Insane to start the game. We'll take the dub. All right, next game. I've actually got 4 games in champs to go, so I should be finished it tonight. A very good defense. Sensational midfielder, and he's got prime R9 and Kenneth. What a team that is. Joe then St. Maximin. Lovely. The cutbacks there. Havertz, near post again. Nice. 1-0. Dude, we're playing sensational FIFA. Lovely read. He's in by over the top. Touch. Cutback. Tap in. Jolinson. My J7. Screw R9. J7. He did bring it back to 2-2. It is another difficult game. Cutbacks there. And Havertz scores. 3-2 just after half time. I'm sorry for being sweaty. We're in the latter stages of the foot champs. There's nothing but sweaty. Might have a chance here. Double tap. St. Max. Near post. Assist from Havertz. Go by St. Max. Look at St. Max. Look at Saka in there. Oh, that's a weird cross. Control. Yes. Oh my god. Hey, pick the ball up, mate. You deserve it. I think that's his hat trick as well. You claim that ball on the volley as well. Oof. Oof. So there we have it, lads. That was Kai Havertz in action for us tonight. He performed pretty decently. Obviously, the first game, his goal got completely wiped off the board because it got disconnected from the servers. But I mentioned in the gameplay as well, I think Havertz is one of those players that isn't tied to a role, isn't tied to a position. And I know you'll look at this and think, well, he's tied to the centre of the pitch. I don't even think he is. I honestly reckon you can play him in each one of those positions, plus centre midfielder if you've got a more defensive one alongside him. So you've got like that kind of balancing act, you know what I'm saying? I think you could play him Ram. I think you can play him Lamb. I honestly believe you can play him right wing, left wing, in the centre forward positions, obviously. You could play him in any attacking position in known to man. And I don't know any other ones, so there mustn't be that many known to man. But you know what I'm saying? He's an all-round brilliant baller on this game. And you've seen him in the game as well, just how he plays. He can offer you many different qualities, from the quality of pass, the quality of finish, the quality of shots, and stuff like that. He's an all-round brilliant player. I wasn't surprised. I thought he could be good, but I'm kind of happy he is this good, because obviously with SBCs, and you know the one yesterday, St. Maximin, with SBCs, when you put your untradables into these SBCs, when you put all these kind of stored fodder into an SBC, you want a good player in return. And that's always been the case, always. If you're going to submit, I don't know, maybe some of your better players into an SBC, you want to be almost guaranteed you're getting value for that fodder. With Kai Havertz, I'm going to put my neck on the line here, not like a literal line, but and say he's fully worth it. He's fully worth it. Absolute brilliant player. As you move across to the PC screen, that's what I've got titled on there, so I'll just say it anyways. The card as well, you can see how well-rounded he actually is. I used today, what was it, a Hunter Chem style? And that's just because the position I was playing in, if I can find Hunter. And look what that gives, 99 pace, 95 shooting. For the striker role, slash, well, it was kind of like 2 centre forwards basically. For that kind of a role, that is needed in my personal opinion. For something like, I don't know if you use them as like a central midfielder, engine could help for the passing, just increase that a bit more. Pace goes up, and then the agility, balance, and dribbling goes up too. Whereas, I don't know, if you want him to be, that's what I use, engine or Hunter. So Hunter especially in the attack, because I know a lot of people might say Hawk or something like that. If I can find Hawk. I know the aggression goes up to 78, and that is a major boost. In game, you might notice it. Will it change his complete dynamic of the cards? I don't personally believe so, so that is why I would stick with Hunter. Also, he can only be controlled, as you see there, literally just controlled, so it doesn't matter kind of what chem style you're using him. And if you're on old gen, If you're on old gen. Thing is, I can't really recommend the chem style for an old gen because I played on new gen the entire year, but based off previous FIFA experience, I'd still go the ones which I've just showed you. Hunter would be ideal. Now, what I've got here, boys, Cam centre forward, because those are positions that he's naturally going to be kind of used in, you know what I'm saying? Striker's going to be a little bit out of the question, even though it's got play second play striker in this. So I just want to compare him to a lot of different midfielders in here, / centre forwards, that he's comparable to. First up being Kevin De Bruyne. Now, Kevin De Bruyne is obviously better defensively, you know what I'm saying? But as like a Cam, a lot of people get a Kevin De Bruyne, especially in the past, play him Cam behind two strikers or behind one striker, 4-2-3-1. I think Havertz is more natural for that role and will be a better player in that role. I'd drop De Bruyne, if you've got him, to a deeper role, and that would be more beneficial. I think he's more effective than this Bernardo Silva. And this Bernardo Silva is 93 rated, coming in at, how much is that? 615,000 coins. Remember, this SBC is 250,000 coins. This Bernardo Silva, he'll be a bit more fleet-footed on the dribble, but as an all-round player, Havertz could definitely take the shine away from him, especially for the price differential from 1.4 million to 250k. Then you got De Bruyne's again, Alvarez's. I did use Ødegaard's. Ødegaard was in the team today. The thing is with that Ødegaard is the 3-star weak foot. You can get so far, then all of a sudden the 3-star weak foot, you need a cross-body shot or something, kind of restricts him in certain areas and certain roles. Same can be said with Kane having 3-star skills as well. It's just very disappointing from time to time. But overall, I think this Kai Havertz is worth it. I think if you ask me for a value for coins on this Kai Havertz, coming in at 250,000 coins, I'm going to cough. The value would be like a 9.6/9.8. So being kind of that role, because I think with fodder, this card is utterly unbelievable. And I think overall rating, he'd definitely get a 9.6. Bang on as well. So I think his value and his ability wise is definitely suited to the curve of the current game. And that's what we're going to love you and leave you for this review tonight. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. Drop in the comments who you want to see reviewed next. Have used a lot of players today, including Saka. Obviously, Bruno Casemiro's been in there. Trippier, Zinchenko. We had in the team Watkins. You can see him on the bench. Who else? Harry Kane and Ødegaard. I think those are the ones we've used today. But lads, hope you have a cracking rest of your night. As I'm actually doing this like segments, it's 1-0 Liverpool against Brentford. But lads, have a great rest of your night. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.